On this episode of Lawful Stupid, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Traditionally, we do it last time on Lawful Stupid, but where this one's going to fall into place is not exactly a canonically last time on Lawful Stupid situation. So we're going to kind of just jump right into it. This time, we're going to be joined by our patron friend, Velrun. Say hi, Velrun.
Kind of
How I know he's not a Devon lookalike is he just said hi like a normal person and not hi, Velrun. So we have our standard crew plus Velrun, and we're going to do a good old flashback kind of situation, sort of somewhat. So, there is a point, and if depending on where this falls, this is a spoiler, possibly, for somebody. I don't know. Good luck. When Kristoff, Atlas, and Ezreal are walking from the frozen chestnut... No, not the frozen chestnut. The burnt penguin to Castle Shindo. Ezreal, you feel this, like, weird sensation?
Okay.
Almost the same... Yeah, nope, it's always good. Probably Atlas's fault. The same sensation that you felt when you were able to pass right through the barrier. Like, something outside of you.
Okay.
Yeah, so this, like, glowing, like, gold and, like, almost bronze colored more than anything else, light kind of swirls around you. And very quickly, you, Atlas, and Kristoff are whisked out of Prima Tacit, and the three of you, yes, because there's three of you. In my head, I was like, the four. And anyways, the three of you find yourself in a familiar town, because all three of you have been to this town of Meladonia. It's something we kind of touched on non-canonically, so don't reference your notes. It's a small town that you would have passed through from your trek from Holdback to the Edges of Silence, because there was a couple towns you passed through, but we didn't really dig into those. But you materialize in the center of this small village, and you all hear the words kind of like deep within your like inner minds. You hear, "You failed this city. Balance the scales of justice to go home." And Ezreal, this voice sounds real familiar.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Like
if I may,
real. Yeah, go ahead.
I think Kristoff looks up to the heavens and says, "God damn you, everyone! How many artifacts must I destroy? How many cities must I raise to be free of this torment?"
Kristoff, I have bad news for you. It's not an artifact.
Oh.
It's just me.
Oh.
Step.
I'm standing behind her, and I just like look at Kristoff, and I like silently summon Willow. I'm like, keep doing it.
I give him the no, don't do it.
Don't take it away.
Maybe
I feel
later.
like I deserve this because the other day when we were doing the whole like stabs in the back thing. Yeah.
What I love even better about this is Kristoff and Atlas are making physical motions that you may or may not like have the detailed
I said out loud,
vision
I'm
to
giving
see.
you a hand gesture to not do that.
I could.
No, I get that, but her like vision isn't always detail oriented, like her echo.
She blind.
Yeah. BT dubs.
That's why I
I
didn't
don't know.
say it out loud.
Well, that's why I think it's even funnier that you're like.
Why they're blind? Yeah. So. I don't think she saw the stab, but she definitely saw the but I don't know that she understood it.
Man, I could have just been mouthing stuff. I didn't have to use no whisper spell. She was like, "Later, we'll kill her later."
So where?
Kristoff, that doesn't work when you say the words.
I did that for the audience.
So where have we ended up?
Well, you would know this is Meladonia too, because you traveled through the city to get there.
Meladonia.
Would I know it?
Yes, you would.
Sight?
You would.
From sight?
Yeah.
I will just look at it and
That's up to you. How far do you want to cripple your player, Star? You tell me.
no, it's probably more of it would take her longer to recognize it.
So
That's why she's just gonna act.
My word mouths. This is Meladonia.
Interesting.
Is it?
Didn't go very far then.
Yeah, and also, I don't feel like I've failed this city. I feel like maybe I've neglected this city at worst.
Yeah, so the Meladonia, as you guys recall, was fairly in a looted state when you roll through, because the attacks of the fiends has kind of left some of the outer cities in a more lawless state. And so you just remember Meladonia being more run down, a little more criminal controlled. But at the time, you were kind of on a clock for what you thought you were going through. So you purged the fiends and moved forward. So that's the state of this city is not super great in comparison. It's not a very large city, more village-esque actually in hindsight, but it's run down.
So we fixed the city?
I suppose, if we want to go home. I mean, or we could just walk that way.
You're right, we could just keep walking.
We'll just leave again.
Let's
Pick this
try
up
that.
and move just 20 feet to the left and then put
we
us
should
back
help
down.
people if we can.
But don't we have to help the whole world in a different time?
Yeah,
They're
but
dead if we don't go now, right?
no, but like we're not in our timeline anymore, so we can traipse along here as long as we want to, because we're in.
No, what makes you assume that, though?
I've done it once or twice, frankly.
Oh, sweet summer child, we've been here a few times. Does she laugh like that? I'm like,
Yes.
okay, do your thing.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly laughing at the sweet summer child part. I love that term of endearment.
I love it as well. So I will look around to gather my bearings.
Yeah, so you see this village that, like I said, is mostly run down, and you can see like different shops that are still functioning, but you can see the life is kind of like sucked out of the city. You see more nefarious looking characters than you do your standard citizen, and the average person here looks kind of beaten down and paranoid as they're walking around. Like, you can just tell, like, there is a moral defeat in this city. And of course, dead center, especially in these small villages, as it's accustomed, you see a Red Roof Inn. And you would know this Red Roof Inn's colloquial name is the Winter's Rose.
That's lovely.
Not an animal either.
I would like to approach someone on the street.
Nefarious looking or citizen?
Citizen-esque.
Okay, yeah, you approach a citizen. So it's a woman and a small child that you approach.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello, I am Christoph Schindler.
Hi. No. And she see her kind of back up.
Yeah, no need to be alarmed. If you could just tell me who's in charge here.
No one.
Well, someone's in charge.
No one. No, listen, just talking to you is a bad idea. It's a really bad... no.
Tifa?
And you see her, like, kind of walk away. Tiefling.
Excuse me, I'm Prince. I'm Christoph Shindo. You owe me fealty. No
Apparently.
background.
When you say it
Apparently
like
that
that, it
means
makes it
nothing here.
seem like you're not really Prince.
Sounds like you're trying to convince yourself of something.
Yes.
At this point, I have my signet ring. I have proof again.
You can stop someone else. She bolted out of, like, paranoid fear.
You there, nefarious individual.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm Christoph Shindo. Can you?
Oh, you're the disgrace prince, huh?
Yeah, I'm not the fucking fresh prince. So, can you tell me who's in charge here?
Not you. This is Boss's city.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's what I want to know. Who's your boss? That's exactly what I want to know.
Ah, you want to see Boss go on over to the Red Roof Inn? I'm sure he'll be waiting.
Thank you very much.
That was pretty
Gentlemen,
easy.
let's stop.
What's your name, gentlemen?
As you got it. Gentleman Jack's what they call me.
That is a very pleasant name.
I like to think so. My mama liked to think so, and her mama's mama, like the name was passed down.
Oh.
My great granny. They called her Granny Jack.
A lot of pride in that family
So-
line, I suppose.
Somebody's gotta have it. He spits at Shindo's feet.
Oh, so we're just going by last names now.
It will, because I'm leaving. I'm already heading towards Red Roof Inn.
He spits really far.
Real far. It's great.
There's a spittoon 2.5 miles away.
Ding! Oh, whoa. Okay, so you're heading to the Red Roof Inn?
Yeah.
Cool beans. What about you two? Follow in tow?
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you walk away, can't believe I got back. And you guys go to the Red Roof Inn, which is the Winter's Rose. And as you walk into the Winter's Rose, it is just full of ruffians and scoundrels. Tieflings, couple half-orcs, but mostly tieflings. And it's relatively bare, all things considered. Probably like a dozen or so patrons. One patron stands out. And Velrun, I'm gonna let you physically introduce your character.
Okay, it's a human wearing black, slicked leather, spiked, short black hair, rough facial hair, as in it's been shaven but not very well. Other than that, mainly just a mark along his right cheek and a small weasel sitting on his shoulder.
What kind of clothing are you rocking, Velrun? Paint the rest of that picture.
Like I mentioned, black leather strapped, sort of tightened around the arms with belts. Just,
So leather armor-esque, not just like...
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that is the scene. You guys roll up into the Red Roof Inn, which is... And it's like saloon-esque. Like, chairs are turned over. Like, it's not in great shape.
Yeah, Christoph's gonna put his hands on his belt buckle. And he start walking real wide. And he's gonna walk in the door abruptly. Excuse me. Who here's in charge?
Everyone looks at you.
My name is Christoph Shindo. You may have heard of me. See, I'm going over yonder to Prima Tacit. And when I get there, I'm taking back what's mine. Any able-bodied man here who helps me get back what's mine, gonna get their own dukedom.
Well, I'll help.
Well, that's one.
I am.
Actually, I'm gonna count
very
you as
close.
2.5.
I'm sticking very close to Atlas. This is not my kind of place to be.
And so you get like this hushed like silence as they all listen to you. And as you like say, oh, I can't use 2.5. They all look away and start like having their conversations again, just 100% dismissing your grand gesture.
I didn't know Meladonia was full of cowards there, orc friend.
Yeah, me either.
For some reason, because I said half orc, in my head I was like, oh, did you just threaten a patron?
No, my new comrade whose name I don't know.
your rando new. Oh, yeah.
Seems like
No,
that they're
you
not
gotta
only
wink with your
half
left
orcs,
eye.
but they're half-hearted too.
And one of the nearby orcs like hears that and like stands up and turns to you and says, "You want to say that again?"
Oh, why, yes, absolutely. I said it's not only are they half orcs, but they are half-hearted.
Hey, Devin, does a 15 meet your AC?
It does not.
Okay, so he rushes forward and attempts to, like, punch you, but I think you just kind of, like, step out of the way and shove him out the door.
Would he mind making a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage? I'm sorry, charisma saving throw.
That's not terrible, but I don't think it beats you. 13.
Does not. So I kind of gesture my hands for a while, and I make all these arcane runes and symbols, and then I come out with 2 middle fingers raised upright, and he poops out of existence.
I mean, he'll be back.
Yeah, but they don't know that. And in the minute of time that I have, anybody else feel like being annoying?
Oh, looks like not.
Silence.
I'll tell you what. I can be merciful. I snap my fingers and break concentration.
And he comes back, because you caught him midair. He's just, like, flying out the door still. Inertia catching him. He does not return.
I would like a tiefling one.
Yeah, you go to the bar, and you hail the barkeep, and they turn around and serve you tiefling water. No charge.
Delicious.
All right, well, it looks like just me and you going on that adventure we talked about. Ezra, are you in?
Yes, of course I'm in. I am not staying here.
You get a dukedom for helping, is what I hear.
Neat.
Alistair. I thought we were going to defeat these fiends, but I'm going to be a duke. Duke Atlas.
Well, he's going to be a dukedom minus the duke.
He's gonna be the dukedom.
Do they call us dukies? Like, is that the term?
I think it's a duchy. I think duchy is the word I was.
Oh, Dutch. It looks like.
But it's different. It's different in silence. In silence, we call them dukedoms.
Everybody gets a dookie.
Like it's a
Yeah.
Or I get a what? A what, sir?
I get 2.5.
Yeah, you don't see, like, a whole lot of interest in the crowd, but one of the things you notice is, like, the general vibe of, like, miscreants and shit. Velrun's character doesn't seem to fit that same, like, gruff appearance. Like, the unwashed, monsterish... What is that word?
Scallywag.
Scallywag appearance.
I'll walk over to him and I'll say, much like myself, you look like you don't fit in here. What's your story?
I was about to ask you the same question. I saw you walk in and your friend made a guy disappear and then kick him out of the inn.
Yeah, it may not seem like it, but we're trying to do the right thing, and maybe we came off the wrong way, but he's a bit of a showman. He's good at it, I'll tell you that, and typically can follow up with whatever he says, but we're really just trying to figure out what's going on with this town and why everyone looks so very downtrodden.
I'll have to take your word for it. He hasn't really proven that. But, the town's not in its best state, as you can probably tell from the occupants.
What do you mean by that? Because I don't know, it's mostly tieflings, and I guess I've seen half-orcs to and fro as we've traveled.
There's no real hierarchy of power. It's more there's a gang. If you don't listen to them, you're punished. They take what they want and fight who they don't like.
And what do they call themselves?
Time to improv, Velrun. Name it.
All of them call something different. They all just refer to one guy.
And
You never meet him, you never see him.
Is this the boss? He does air quotes.
Yes, he runs all the crimes. Think of it like a mob or a gang.
I don't like either of those.
Well, it sounds like we found ourselves a target.
And
I
so
guess
we
you could
did.
say that. I don't really like the guy myself. He kind of gets in the way of my occupation.
And what might that be?
He's very controlling with the town. Just him existing makes all of them on edge.
What do you do?
Whatever I want. But as you've probably seen, they don't like to talk to people.
So what is your job? What is your purpose here in this town?
I'm a roamer.
A what?
A roamer. I show up, do what I need to do, and leave.
What are you doing here before you take off?
I was playing a few card games before, well, your friend swung open the door. Sit down. Do you want to play?
I don't see any cats. How do you play cat games without cats?
God, my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Israel, I'm not very good with games. If you would like to instead take over.
Atlas, do you think I can play a card game?
I believe you still have hands and you're hearing.
I can't see the cards, Atlas.
Well, that's the whole point, is he trying to fool me anyway?
I can't read the cards, Atlas, if I can't see the cards.
I got a royal flush. Dang! Beat me again.
You know what? I'll give it a go. What's your name, stranger?
Just call me Mal. It's short and sweet, and I get the feeling that you won't be here long if your friend is swinging his arms around inside taverns.
I did not know where you were going with that for a moment, but it is nice to meet you, Mal. I'm looking at my DM's face. Very...
Arms, yes, that's what he's swinging around.
I get what you're saying. All right, what's the game? What are we playing here?
It's simple. There's 3 cards, there's 2 queens, and there's 1 ace. You just have to find the ace.
You better be higher, Mal.
I'll move them around the table. You just have to point out where it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to lay out 3 cards.
So yeah, he lays out 3 cards, and he does a slow shuffle, and you're kind of like watching it, like, yeah, this is easy. And he starts speeding up. You're like, all right, a little more difficult. And then all of a sudden, the cards just appear to be floating over themselves, like really quickly, because you can't even see what he's doing anymore. And he lays them free. Middle, left, or right?
Oh, left.
Raise it. Queen.
I did it.
Not really. You're looking for the ace.
Oh, shoot. You know, hold on a second. I bet I know a guy sure good. Christoph.
Yes.
Come play this game. It's very good. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
So, do you want to play as well then?
Yeah, what's the wager?
We'll say a drink.
Deal. They didn't charge me for this one, so maybe I can get freezes.
Okay, lay out 3 cards.
Perception.
Yep. Perception versus side hand, please.
Let's get these. 6.
Yeah. The 27.
Yeah, same deal. Nice slow start. Starts to pick up. Christoph's confidence starts to wane a little bit. And then you start moving so quickly that the cards almost barely even touch the ground. And then you stop. Left, right, or middle?
Checking to make sure I can't cheat. Yeah, I don't know. Right.
Another queen. You owe me a drink.
1 teaspoon water, please.
Yeah, Barkeep hears you and starts making a tiefling water.
Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm going to flip all the cards over, all queens.
All queens, yeah.
This is the feeling of the town. Don't take a wager that you don't know.
That is a very good way to put that. I liked it.
Excellent lesson.
So, what are you doing here then?
Also, I stole all your gold when I rolled so advanced.
I gave all my gold to Devin.
I have your attention, your gold, and your items.
Well, I'm here to raise a rebel army, to go back and kill my brother Palace and take the throne.
Roll a deception check.
I would like to.
I'm over here like, that's the story we're going with?
That's a natural one.
You can tell without a doubt he is lying. Lying. How you choose to deal with that is up to you, but it is, especially with a nat 1, it is blatant.
Well, you seem to have an idea of how the town works. You just don't know how to play your part.
I don't know what that means, but would you like to join us in our crusade for justice?
I have a better idea. You say that you're new to the town and that you're looking for people, right?
Newish, I've been through here before. Royal Tour.
Well, no one's going to help you as this mob is around. I don't want them around either, if I'm honest, so maybe we can help each other out. But you help me get rid of him, and people will want to join you.
I'm going to level with you. I was really hoping to attract the baddies just to get them out of the town. I was going to take them to the capital, have them all arrested. But I'll tell you what, I like your idea too, so let's do that.
Plus, they're mostly all inside the gang anyway.
Well, I thought like the gang would be like, oh, this is our opportunity to not just be ruffians, but to really forge our way in the world. But they didn't go for it, so...
No, they steal what isn't placed into the ground.
Yeah, that's fair. So we can just do that. We can... do you know where this boss is?
Don't know exactly where he is, but I do know a name.
Oh, really? Oh, don't you fucking dare.
Mark Velder.
Do you know him, Christoph? No, we'll do it.
Mac Felder, roll a history check.
18.
The name sounds super familiar, but you don't remember him being like a mob boss the last time you knew him?
I thought you were going to say fucking, the guy who ran the Golden Bucket. What was his name?
Eckenbar.
I thought you were going to say Eckenbar. I do have a name. Eckenbar.
It'd be even better if it was Captain Tyndall. I left him alone. A pirate life is a life for me. Always at sea, but not at sea.
That would be a pretty easy situation to resolve. It's like, okay, I got some poisoned wine. GG.
Yeah.
Well, what if he sweared it off after you banned him from your adventure?
What if?
You solved his addiction problems.
That's the next
now it's addicted to crime. That's true. Anyways.
But yes, all we really know about him is most of the crimes happened at night. So,
good thing
you can find them at night.
Well, then how do we find him? Do we go to him or do we bring him to us?
I believe most of his gang does all the work, so if we find his gang, we might be able to find him. I wouldn't recommend a head-on fight, though.
Atlas, give me back my coin purse discreetly. When you say coin purse, I mean the all pouches. Oh yes. And I'm going to take it up and I'm going to make sure everybody can hear it jingle. I'm going to say, and this is just a small reward of those to come for those. I'm going to make a show of handing.
Small reward for what, Big Papa?
A small reward for joining me in this conquest. There's more to come, and I'm going to make a big show of handing him the coins and make sure everybody hears the shake.
Full performance.
Well then. Natural 20.
Damn.
You believe you were inspiring.
Counts
or you're intriguing.
Okay, I'll take it off his hand.
How much gold does he get?
It's like 300 some odd gold.
Right.
I don't know, it's off my character sheet because I gave it to Atlas.
Alright.
Well, you do certainly know how to draw attention to yourself.
Yes, now all you have to do is wait for someone to come after it. You'll let them steal it, and then we'll follow them back to the boss.
And we're going to do that by sitting here?
You have a weird way of doing stuff.
We're going to have a few more drinks, and then in a moment, our friend will excuse himself to go have a piss in the alley. When he does that, it'll be a prime opportunity. You're going to have to act very drunk. We'll go out there.
Right.
Someone will come to steal it because it's a crime. It'll be nighttime. They're going to want a big score to impress that boss. And then once that happens, we can follow them. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Right to the boss.
Yep. Works every time.
So it's the old bait and switch.
It's the old boop-a-doop-a-doop.
The old boop-a-doop.
They don't fribbity frap where I come from.
It's right next to honey pot and just between the bacon and 2 eggs. Gotta read the playbook.
Bad idea? No?
Well, Prince, I've got one thing to tell you. Luckily, I'm not part of the gang, but I've already told you this town's full of liars and thieves.
You're the boss. That's you. You're the man.
No, but it would have been easy to be and lied and been given 300 gold and let walk out.
What if you're lying to us right now?
Maybe I could be lying about lying.
Who cares? Get out of the alley. Go do the thing.
Who cares? Get out in the alley with our gold.
I have a point here. I'd imagine our friend is not the most vulnerable looking of the patrons here. I'm
That's why he's got to
certain.
pretend to be drunk.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Chris.
What I'm saying. No.
very
He's the
bold.
one who's been walking around showing off his. He just banished someone in front of everyone. I'm saying, if you want a sure target, get someone who's vulnerable.
Like a blind girl.
Like a blind girl. I'll get it now.
Yes, a fragile blind elf.
Where can we...
Notice she didn't say girl. You guys just assumed girl.
Very discreetly hand me your coin purse.
I don't have...
Reach into...
my fanny pack. I reached my fanny pack and under the table hand him... How much... It doesn't have really anything in it. It's like I got like 10 gold.
I'm just going to shake it harder.
Listen,
Okay,
because you
you
have your intentions in mind as the same as my intentions. You can have your coin purse back.
Thank you.
Look, I have an idea.
Okay.
About time somebody goes.
I mean, you go...
I had an idea.
I'm just enjoying being given gold.
This is great.
Look,
This feels lighter.
just
No, it doesn't.
have my back is all I ask when we do this, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm going to hold out my hand for the coin purse and say, "Ha! Take that, you arrogant Shindo! The blind girl wins again."
You must be cheating somehow. And I'll throw the coin purse down.
Not any way that you could ever tell. And I'm gonna stand up and kind of weigh it, make a show of yeah, and this is now I've won the gold. The gold is changed
Don't you want
hands.
to take him out and count him?
Not here.
I guess you can see everything's in order.
If I didn't know any better, you were the one using vicious mockery right now.
Yes, right.
Yeah. And I'm going to turn and start to head out of the tavern.
Yeah, fans, I'm so sorry. Last time I did a high school episode, I didn't realize this was bringing a soap opera episode.
Good.
But you know what? This is where we're going with
This is
it.
not
Just
a soap
FYI.
opera.
The days of our lives.
I've been channeling
or whatever
my
that fucking
procedural
intro
cop
is.
show, like my CSI Miami.
Anyways, so you head out to the alleyway.
Is it more
for a
CSI Miami
piss.
or is it more Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of the same
I
show.
watch procedural cop shows.
This is a mark.
I think they're both funny. It just depends on your humor. He's dead!
It gets me every time.
Every
Looks
time
like
it's
he's gonna have
punchline.
to go to the ballet. Down on your feet.
Oh, yeah, so you got in the alleyway to count the gold? Question mark?
Or to find
what is your
somewhere to
plan?
stay or something. Draw attention to myself and
No, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
What's your plan in the alley? Because his goal was to take a piss. A drunken piss.
Well, and I will mention too that as she is going out, I will follow behind. But whatever alley she turns into, I'm going to be stopping at the building that she's at. If it's an alley she goes into, and just kind of being within eye shot of her.
Sure, Star. You tell me what you want to do. Devin, roll me that stealth check, please.
17.
Do you think you're stealthy?
This whole time I'm just following because I want to watch this pan out.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay, I'm good at those.
Better be.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to but just kind of go, weave through a couple of different streets. Because I can't really tell which one's more sketchy than the other ones. And pretend to be like, kind of jaunty and like I've got the gold now kind of thing, but I'm listening. I'm keeping an ear out to everything.
I'm going
to
stay in the tavern and act jilted.
Yeah, natural 20.
Do you think you're stealthy? Okay, cool. So, Ezreal walks out of the Red Roof Inn and begins to, skip to Maloo through the alleyways.
Maybe not quite that, but pretty close.
Jingling, no, it's canonical.
Okay.
Jingling her coin purse, as it were. And Atlas and Mal are in tow. It's not long, maybe a couple side streets before you're kind of bumped into. Would you give her a roll a perception check for me, please?
I knew that was coming. 15.
Yeah. You get bumped into and you keep on moving.
Oh, sorry. Terribly sorry.
Yep. No problem. And he kind of goes past you.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of expecting this. A little bit later, you kind of pat down just to double check and realize you're all that much gold the lighter.
All right. So where's? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna wait. Did anyone follow me? I'm just saying out into the night air.
We are still here. I'm following you.
But shouldn't you have been following the other gentleman?
Yeah, but I don't know that he took the money already. He could have just been someone who did bump into her.
Atlas, he took the money.
Okay, I will follow him now.
Mal, did you have the wherewithal to follow the gentleman?
Did I see where they went?
You guys would have noticed this guy bump into her. It was pretty obvious because she's skipped to Malooing, right? So for someone who to bump into her, they had to kind of purposefully do that. So you could have clocked him and followed, began the process of following him when she announces that.
Yeah.
Because she's not super dumb. She didn't wait 3 streets over. Where is it? It was very much gets bummed, keeps going, wait, oh, I just got bumped. I should. Shit.
Yeah, I'll have followed him knowing the nature of the town.
I was expecting it too, because that's the whole point of me doing this.
Right, exactly. So you didn't catch him when he did it, but you had the wherewithal to double check. So, so Mal follows him, Atlas not so much. Maybe a little bit behind, kind of you're more following Mal than you are the other guy.
I'm turning around and...
Alright, okay.
I'm turning around and following them too.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys are now in pursuit of this, half-orc, ruffian?
Excuse me, garçon.
So the barkeep kind of... Yeah?
Do you have a kitchen?
Do I have a kitchen?
Yeah, do you serve food?
Of course, every Red Roof Inn serves food.
I would like some roast potatoes, please.
Sure.
I feel like you're going to end that sentence with, on my body. Saying it's so erotic.
It's not ironic. I was trying to say it I had some sort of great plan. I don't. I was going to eat roast potatoes in the tavern while you get through this. I'm just having a nice meal.
These are very good actions.
Did you guys stop the bad guy?
I'm impressed.
I had a meal.
And then while I wait for my roast potatoes, I'm going to cast message targeting Atlas. So he's within 60 feet of me.
And you can see him?
Oh, I have to see him.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, fuck it. We'll say he's within 60 feet.
I'm sorry,
Otherwise,
20
it's
feet.
just going to be the... It's definitely within 120 feet currently.
Cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target.
Oh, you're familiar.
Yeah, you are.
And I'll just go, Atlas, situation report.
Oh, I'm trailing Mao, who's trailing the supposed baddie. We're en route.
Okay, I'll wait for the 6 seconds to elapse. And where are you going?
Dwayne, can you tell me where I'm going as far as directionally? Like, is there any buildings I see, high rises that are sticking out above any of the others?
I mean, you relay your location. Like, you're both familiar enough with this village.
Did you say
that
high
you can
rises?
Tell him.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Multiple
He did.
story buildings.
Yeah, multiple story buildings. And there's a developer, he's working on it. Just bad time. The Fiend's being
There's
here.
a
Like,
sphinx. I see a sphinx.
He has a vision.
That's
He
really
has a vision.
made a couple of skyscrapers. It's a very well-off town.
yeah. Lots of cranes.
It's all made of solid gold.
We're actually in Gotham?
So, like, confirm. We're in Nashville. Lots of cranes. Yeah, so you kind of relay where you are in, like, pursuit to him, so you know how to go join them. Or at least try to maybe cut... Well, no, you're trying to chase him, so you don't have to cut him off.
Knowing my knowledge of this town and where this guy's heading in from, can I make an investigation check to see if I can deduce where he would be going?
First and foremost, let's just explain that we have been in, oh god, I don't know, 90 episodes or some shit like that, and it's the first time somebody's done an investigation using the idea of deduction correctly, so have inspiration.
Thank you.
That's yours. And absolutely you can do that.
I thought you would like that because you were the one who told me that that's how investigation works, and I researched it, and you were right.
I'm done. Podcast over. Shane said I was right.
I tell you what, I definitely rolled with advantage burning my inspiration. I definitely rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh no! Oh no!
This has not been my night for rolls.
So you
Yeah, but like at what cost?
all the twos.
He's stealthy.
Thank you.
So you know, like, where they're headed in the sense that, like, Atlas relayed that position, but you can't really pinpoint where he would be trying to head.
I thought I would be able to
With a
figure
1
it
and a
out,
2.
and now knowing that I absolutely can't, I fucking leave and head after them because I'm gonna need to get some eyes on the situation. Can't think my way out of this one.
The old
I
noodle.
feel like I'm fucking dumb. I feel like I'm fucking +0 intelligence, like an idiot.
Probably.
I'm not a dragon anymore.
That's true. So you're all, like, in pursuit of this guy, and Mal, do me a favor and roll a acrobatics check for me, please.
Acrobatics.
Yep.
A 15.
Okay, so you're chasing this guy, and you watch as he, like, jumps up onto a building, jumps up onto, like, not straight up onto a roof, but almost like up on a windowsill, and then up a little more parkour, right? Like, it's very quick and very, very, like, fluid. And then the next thing you know, he's, like, over the edge of the roof while you're, like, scrambling to, like, get up to where he was. And as you get on top of the roof, Atlas and Ezreal are, like, not super far behind, and Kristoff, like, way down the alleyway, but you can see Mao, like, up on a roof now. So you're kind of starting to realize you're catching up. But this guy's, like, gone. But, like, you can see there's a group of people a little further in the distance, and you very much see that individual that you were looking for, Mr. Mock Felder, but he's surrounded by his guards.
Can I see what building he's in front of, if it's anything of importance?
It does not look important to you.
Right, I'll start to climb down so I can relay the information.
Relay that
What you got
information.
going on up there?
Well, we did find the guy that you're after. And the one that we need to get rid of.
Well, that was easy.
Where's your friend?
He showed up.
I
Panting.
just got. I'm here now.
Right. Well, they still have your gold.
All right, that's good.
Mark is surrounded by his guards.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot fight them.
Well,
You both have the same idea, unfortunately it's bad.
why is that? Are they very skilled?
How many are there?
Enough that they'll take a couple of us down with them. And I get the idea that you don't want to lose your friends.
I'm like doing the math on which couple it would be. Oh my god.
Who can I afford to lose?
Looks at his two friends. A couple, you say? Not just one? But both, huh?
But yeah, they're in front of a building which they seem to see of importance. It's not anything that I've taken notice to before, so that would be a go-to point if we get help.
Oh. Help's coming.
If you said something that lagged.
Yeah.
Help's coming.
What's coming?
I don't think any help is coming.
Then we can aim to separate the group and try and take them out one by one, but
You said you could see them from the roof, correct? Can we see them from, or can we sense them from where we are now?
Can you sense them? In what way?
To perceive them.
Target with a spell.
You can't. You haven't seen them.
Right.
And or like sensed them
Right.
with your echo hearing.
Right. Can I, albeit slowly, not parkouring, can I just climb up to the roof?
Yeah, you can climb up.
Yeah.
I will
You're not in a
jump
rush.
to the roof.
Roll me a
Athletics.
athletic check.
I got my boots on. I don't just get that jump distance. You gave me the item.
So you've used it maybe 4 times.
Make
The
it
same amount
5.
you've raged.
This is the perfect time to use it. Jump boots to get
Yeah,
up to the
jump.
roof.
Jump. Bucket, jump. Did you jump on top of the roof?
Not just like, hey guys, I'm a giant white orc here. It's gonna be like jump up to ledge, grab, pull up.
Okay, well, you didn't explain that. I'm more thinking you just power man up on feet first.
And then I also call
Raise
down
those big
Willow and I
knees
go,
over the edge.
Oh, please don't.
This is just recon, buddy.
Hey, you baddie! Let's fight!
I glow in the dark.
Atlas, would you mind helping? Someone help me up there?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, yes.
I'll help her, because those two have already jumped up.
Thank you.
You're on your own, Azrael.
Yeah, you do that.
Birds don't get levitated. It's bullshit. I tried.
We haven't had a long rest in a while. I'm running low on spell slots. That's why I climbed up like a peasant.
That's fine.
Okay, you're in
what do
top
I
of the
see
roof.
now?
You guys,
Here?
yeah, you see that one person is kind of being guarded by like 4 or 5 people specifically.
Dwayne, I have to ask you a question. And I wish
Have to
I didn't
answer,
have to ask you
unfortunately.
this question. But what's the heaviest object near us?
Me.
Atlas.
No, I'm saying, like, I don't think you understand. I think
No, I do understand. I'm just Atlas is the direct answer to that question. But if you would like a non-creature,
yeah. What's the heaviest, largest
Inanimate object.
inanimate object
Inanimate
that weighs
object.
less than 1,000 pounds?
Oh gosh.
Is there a cart? Is there a small shack? Is there?
Small shit.
So I think due to the like, remember that construction I was telling you about? So there's a construction on a bigger building, and there's like big slabs of stone, and like one of those easily would be less than 1,000 pounds that you could manipulate.
And then in addition, how far away are they from me?
The slabs of stone or the
Both.
But well within range, well within 100 feet of you.
Okay.
Well, the guys might be a little bit further than that. They'd probably be 200 feet, so you might have to do a little bit of walking.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
If you're thinking of a violent solution, I have a non-violent solution. And if that
Okay.
doesn't work, then throw the rocks on them.
Well, so my thing is that, like, in order for me to throw the rocks on them, because they are 200 feet away, I will have to pick the rocks up with my mind, walk them 140 feet forward, and then I can smash them.
Tiefling walking with rocks. Nothing to see here.
I mean, I would just, like, I would float it barely
Normal
off the
Saturday
ground.
night.
I would float it barely off the ground and just have it follow me.
You should, you should ride it at that point.
Yeah.
Well, it
This is
depends
my-
on how heavy it is. If it's 999 pounds, I'm not gonna be able to do it. If it's one tiefling shy of 1,000 pounds, I'm in.
What's the non-violent solution?
So I would like to see if I can sense the leader to the point of being able to target him with a spell within 60 feet.
Sure. Now that you're on the roof, well, you're not within 60 feet,
Not
but you
within
can get
60
there.
feet. How?
You could use those feet of yours and those boots that were made for walking and get closer.
What kind of terrain
you
is?
got
What
options.
kind of terrain would that require me navigating? Like, am I going to be climbing
you
over
could-
roofs up and
You
down?
could rooftop to rooftop, or you could get off the roof and walk down the street. You got options.
Fine.
Like there's ground
No,
here. It's not
okay.
like the floor is lava.
Right.
Tell me what your plan is, and I'll see if I
Stealth up to the head guy.
Sure.
Dominate person.
See, I've got that one too, and it's just real risky.
That's why I'm saying if he makes the save, crush him with the rocks.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I have a counterpoint.
Okay.
Mass suggestion.
I have suggestion. I didn't take mass suggestion.
I did take mass suggestion,
Okay.
and I have the spell slot for it.
Oh, I have my own version of dominate person. If you guys want me to use that.
Yeah, you can go put a guy in a headlock later for sure. So here's what I can do mass suggestion.
Alternatively, I can also do hold person.
Well, so here's what I can do mass suggestion, and that targets
Up to 12.
up to 12. And there's 6 of them, right?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
7 at the most.
So I can target all of them, and the ones that don't succeed on their saving throw, I can have them target the boss. And then you can hold person the boss, and if you're successful, they're wailing on him while he's held.
Does suggestion do that? Can you use suggestion to... I thought it was you give them a reasonable suggestion.
Mass
reasonable.
Mass suggestion is a 6th level spell that is more powerful than suggestion.
The
Okay.
suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable.
He's been
Asking
holding
it
out
'cause
on
you're
you this whole time!
I'm just reading the spell to you. You can be creative in doing that, but it has to sound
That's
reasonable.
reasonable, and it can't be like walk off that cliff. It can't cause direct harm to them.
Right.
Mal, do you have any suggestions?
Shane, I will say just a little homebrew. If you're gonna try to like do hard deception against them like that, to be like he's been stealing from you, I'll let you roll deception with advantage, but I'm gonna roll a deception check because like
It's literally a 6th level spell, but okay.
I mean you're lying.
I'm lying.
Is it reasonable?
I'm lying
Yeah, but
as
is
a
it
verbal
reasonable?
component in a spell. I'm not lying as like, hey, I'm going to make a skill check to see if you'll just believe me. I'm lying using an arcane source to do that. Like, I'm not just like trying to convince them. I'm not because I'm taking over I'm affecting their mind with magic. I'm not trying to convince them morally or like through rhetoric.
I think because they're thieves, you might be right, because that might be reasonable action among thieves.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to get the reason behind it, right?
like,
as long as it's reasonable.
I would not be able to say something to the effect of like, "Hey, he killed your dad," because like there's no reason
Right.
why they would think that. But like, a boss of a criminal syndicate who's withholding money from them is not a
Okay. Nah, you're right. I give it. Makes
Okay,
sense.
so do you want me to hold person the boss? Is that what we're doing?
I'm just recommending a course of action. It could be a different thing. This does not have to be our play.
So you guys are thinking about starting a fight with them?
Pretty much.
I was thinking about at least isolating the head guy. I was going to have him just walk around the corner away from his guards, tell them to stay there, come to us, and get knocked out.
Alternatively, I could mass suggestion them to walk south and never stop walk south for 24 hours.
Yeah, walk south until the duration of the spell ends. Yeah.
24 hours. So
Yeah.
I could do that just to thin the herd, and then we can actually have a fighting chance.
That's fair. And I can try to hold either the guy or the rest of them. Or any of them.
While they're talking, can I tell the whiz on my shoulder to get closer so I can hear their conversation?
Yeah.
So as he runs off, I'm gonna just look at Ezreal. So you seem to be the more intelligent of the bunch. I warned you about sacrifices if there's going to be a fight, and you're the only one that took that into consideration.
To be fair, I'm not exactly the one built for getting into fights, exactly.
You're usually the kind of people that survive.
Yes. If only because of wits and pretty words.
Pretty words will get you kind of far if you know how to word them here. So, what are your plans? To control them? Or just fight them? Because, as I mentioned, a head-on fight would be very dangerous and will lead in some death.
Not suggesting a head-on fight. In any scenario that I've suggested, it would be... so I have a spell that I can use that would have a pretty good chance of any of them following a course of action that I suggest. That can be leaving, so that there's not such a separation of numbers, or it could be to fight on our side, to attack their boss, and then it's a fight where we've got the advantage of numbers. There's options. That's all I'm suggesting. I'm not saying we go in there guns blazing and try to take them all on by any means.
Well, what if we did?
Well, then apparently some of us will die.
Atlas, you know that guns blazing means you. That means you. Perhaps our friend here, but I certainly am not wading into any sort of battle.
Yeah, Mal, what is your expertise?
Thievery. Deception. Controlling.
What if you just pretend to be a blind woman that goes into the crowd? Can't you just, stab him unbeknownst to him and get out of there? We'll cause a ruckus from behind, and that'll be that?
I can send out a decoy.
Well, let me ask you this. We're talking about nonviolent solutions. So, is there anything short of killing this man that will cause this mob, this gang, to no longer be?
No.
So we have to kill him.
All right.
So there's no non-violent solution. We have to kill the guy.
Well, my point in suggesting dominate person was so that we only have to kill one target. We don't have to risk our lives fighting 6 at once.
Like you, Prince, I want to say. It's your title that you've given yourself. I also know a spell that will be able to control a single person and make him fight whoever I say.
So is that our plan? As we just turn these guys against their boss? Is that what we want to do?
From the look of it, we could probably control at least 3 of them.
I mean, let's yippee-ki-yay then. Let's go. That sounds like a plan. And then Atlas, failing that, Bring the
Smash.
thunder.
Smash. Okay.
Did the weasel come back hearing anything?
You kind of hear when Weasel comes back, he kind of like jaunters up to you, and he physically returns to you to basically like communicate telepathically that they're kind of like squabbling about late payments,
Perfect.
like internally.
So, shall we sneak within 60 feet? Because that's what we all need.
Well, it looks like they're fighting beyond themselves anyway.
We can help that. We can speed that along.
Yes, we could. It'll make it a lot easier for you to convince them if you need to. Oh, just a lot
checks,
easier.
everybody.
Yay.
I'm actually going to hang back. I can get into the fight if I need to, so I'm going to let them go up and then just like I'll know if things go south, and I'll be there at a moment's notice.
Gentleman 16.
Just whisper my name, Christoph, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Understood.
26.
Pretty good.
Lovable plus 13.
Nat 20!
Nat 20!
Nat 20!
You believe you're stealthy, all of you. So you approach closer, kind of sticking to the side of these buildings, keeping yourselves fairly hidden in the darkness, and you get well within range, undetected.
All right, guys. On the count of 3, are you ready?
Not really, but we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. What saves are we dealing with? Charisma, wisdom, and
Wisdom.
or are they all wisdom?
I think they're all wisdom.
Mine's a wisdom on everybody.
Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah, I feel that. And on a single target?
Yes, it will be. It'll be on the main guy.
Okay. And Star, he's compelling the main guy to attack somebody. What are you going to do?
I'm going to wait and see if his fails.
Okay. Well, we'll start with the big bad guy. Yeah, he super fails.
Oh, he's controlled?
Yeah, he's controlled.
He
So-
also has a crown above his head.
Oh, Crown of Madness.
Oh, Crown of
Great.
Madness,
He
okay.
looks real good.
Ooh,
Yeah, it took me a
fun.
sec. As soon as I heard Crown, I was like, I know it's spell. That is
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
Fun. Then I'm going to have the guy next to him make a save.
All right. 14.
No.
All right, he's in control. And Shane, I'm just going to roll a couple dice. One guy succeeds with a nat 20.
The rest, I make the suggestion of he's stealing your money.
Yeah, so you hear a combination atlas of song and verbal components and whispers and like low chanting, and in the distance you see, "Hey, no! He's taking our money!" And then they just begin to brawl, like, and the big boss. So you look across this way and you kind of watch it, and you notice like the big boss, his right arm is made of like pure arcane magic. Like it was built from the torrent, like an architect built it for him. And like the first one who runs up, he just grabs their neck and just squeezes, and you just watch that guy drop. And he begins to fight the next one, and like that guy kind of dodges, and he kills that one, and you just think, fuck. Like, he's just gonna murder everybody. But as he's, like, just one-shotting these first two, the other three, like, kind of dogpile on him. And you watch as these 4 guys begin to fight. And then in the distance, you kind of hear the ruckus, and these doors open up. And, like, 6, 7 more people run out. And you hear, "He's not even paying us! He said he couldn't pay us, and he's got money this whole time!" And this whole gang of people begins to, like, fight this boss. And you guys kind of, unless you choose to join in, you look in on this fight, and you watch as Mockfelder murders like 10 of these guys, and just corpses everywhere until like one of the last few people manages to just like decapitate him with a lucky strike. And so you watch like this like tiefling with broken horns and like lip piercing and ear piercing, his head just kind of rolling in the dirt, like in the distance, kind of like making a trail. The crown intact.
I'm just gonna have sat down on the roof watching this whole pan out.
So there's one guy left, right? The guy who decapitated that guy?
There's like 2 guys left. I mean, they're like both fucking exhausted, but there's 2 guys left. And they are not looking great.
Yeah, ice knife.
Yeah. Is that range attack plus dex save, right?
Yeah, I make a range attack, then you both make a dex save.
Oh, they failed their dex save, so it's fine.
And I definitely succeed on my attack. I rolled a natural 19.
Yeah, that hits. It turns out they got 40 AC. It was a crazy. No.
Whoa!
I didn't know we were playing Pathfinder.
We are!
Learned that.
Welcome to the new Lawful Stupid Pathfinder edition, where I don't know any of the rules. It's great.
And I know all of them.
I'll be your DM, Devin.
6.0.
Do you do more than 7 damage?
Yes. 14
They're
damage to
dead.
both of them, and then an additional 9.
They're
to the
dead.
first one.
You throw the knife in it hits him in the chest, and he kind of looks at his buddy. They're kind of surprised, and then it explodes, and they both die.
I love you, Derek. Oh.
Derek, I love you.
Yeah,
Well, that worked out well.
it was beautiful.
That's the first time we've had a plan go perfectly.
Now do you see why I didn't want to start a head-on fight with the guy?
Yeah, you could have told me there was like 10 more on the back. Holy fuck, they got a
Good job, Mal. Good job, Mal. I would like to go get the gold. I'm gonna go pick it up. So.
Straight for the gold.
Fair.
Yeah, quickly.
Just wipe the gore off.
Yeah, it is just fucking just red
And I put it back in
in
my
the
fanny
blood
pack.
of tiefling.
Oof.
Yeah,
Looks
you,
like your
you
friend
now
suits
acquire
this town.
your gold and 2 ounces of tiefling blood.
I'll hold on to that.
No, it's soaked in his bag.
Oh. Kind of wring it out into a vial.
If you want.
Or you could just get it from the bodies or yourself.
Yeah, you could just
Hey,
scoop up
weirdo.
copious
No,
amounts.
I don't want to
see
hear
the
it.
bag.
Why does it smell like tiefling blood? No reason.
I sniffed it before I put it in.
But you could always banish them if they ask a question.
Oh, that's a callback to forever ago. Yeah, so you murder him, and Mao, you know that just the fact that the head has been cut off the snake, the city is going to be in much, much better circumstances. And in your head holes, everyone, you hear, "Good work."
Thanks.
Thank you.
Who are you talking
Appropriate
to?
response. Star.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
You. Thanks, friend.
I mean, yeah,
Say
thank you.
anything.
You guys, Star, you feel this like familiar like tug at you. Boys, it doesn't feel normal. It's like someone's grabbing you by the inside of your stomach and
Ugh.
pulling you backwards,
Ugh.
and you slowly feel the pull. It's like a weird reverse backwards stomach drop from a roller coaster. It's not pleasant in any way, shape, or form, but
We're not,
Ezra's a little more used to
we're
it.
not playing with the wind anymore, guys.
I don't know
No.
how to tell you guys this, but I have endometriosis.
I'm sorry. How much longer
so
do you
yeah,
have to
you-
live?
You guys know that not great. Not long at all. About 2 tiefling days. You can convert the time.
4,000 years.
So you guys, well, you guys know that you're leaving soon. Is there anything you want to say to your friend?
Mal,
Yes.
I don't want you to feel bad about what happened here today.
What would I feel bad about?
Fair enough. Good sport.
I don't think he's going to.
Him being gone increases my profits.
Yeah, I feel
Now he's the mob boss.
like you're just gonna scam everyone now. It's fine.
Yeah, you
I
could
told
take
you in the
over.
inn that I was a thief.
Yeah, you did say that.
You could be a force of good here.
Yeah, you could be the new mayor.
Oh,
You
Brett,
killed
Mayor
the
Mao.
mob boss.
this is your dukedom now.
I'll tell you what.
We gave you a dookie.
You are the dookie of this place.
Send a letter to Prima Tacit, address it to Christoph Shindo, and tell him that you want to be the mayor of this town. I could probably make that happen.
I'll be sure to do that. Looks like they had a lot of influence in this town beforehand. But I guess you guys are leaving?
Yeah, we're about to get endometriosis right on out of here.
That's not what that word means.
I heard I had an uncomfortable feeling in my stomach as I was being tugged, and I looked up the symptoms of endometriosis.
That's still not what that means.
Definition: a condition resulting from the appearance of endometrial tissue outside the uterus. And
There's gonna be tons of women just upset with your lack of knowledge. Because that is a female-only situation.
That's the.
No, it's not.
It's been my only who.
You put on that ring, or you can't have it.
Put on the ring.
All right, now you have it. You have endometriosis.
Avon, you put on the ring. It's time for the fan
But
art.
he needs to be
look at the camera,
jelled over in
fan art, and I
pain
take it off again.
to respect the image. Mal, you can give them an item of your choice that I will magic up later. You could give them a 3-card Monty set that's literally rigged.
Yep, 4 cards, 3 queens, and an ace.
Oh.
So he gives you 4 cards. They're all queens, one of which you can tap to turn into an ace at will.
That's cool.
It would be your spell save against somebody's perception. Devin, you don't have a spell save. It's going to be strength plus proficiency.
Cool.
If you take
Devin.
this.
It's so strong.
You guys can have this. I have spare. You kind of need more than 1 set when you're going town to town.
Well, thank you.
I hope it does you
Devin
well.
takes it. Atlas takes it, sorry.
Yes, it's in my fanny pack now.
Atlas puts more things in his fanny pack.
Next to my bloody
Can we adjust the
coin purse.
Can we adjust
3
the
cards with
art to
blood
just be
covered
this
now.
giant bulging fanny
Unreadable.
pack of stuff?
And not
It's a
just
queen,
5.
trust me. It may be covered in blood, but it's definitely a queen.
It's the red queen. Duh.
It is now.
And then you're yanked out, and now you find yourself back on the streets of silence in the cold. Well, you're already in the cold, but you back in
Slightly
the streets
colder.
of Prima Tacit. Yeah, slightly colder. And that's where we're going to end this episode. Velrun, you did a good job taking that quest to them and making sure they followed it. I was real worried when he walked in and decided to be the sheriff of the town.
Yeah.
So good job bringing them back on the rails.
I was kind of tempted
Velrun.
to start walking over to him before they came over to me at that stage.
Wow, wow, wow. I was waiting for the shootout scene. That was going to be great.
It was.
No, it was the fucking lottery scene. You guys read that short story, The Lottery?
Anyways, Velrun, thanks for being on this podcast. We want to give you an opportunity to kind of like do a shout out, maybe a hi mom, or if there's something you're working on, maybe talk about your art a little bit because it's real good. Like so many options.
You had to sneak that in there, didn't you?
There's no sneaking
I didn't
about
have
it. You're very
to. I just
talented.
Yes.
yeah.
Fucking really
I
good.
just did it. No sneaking. You do the sneaky. I
And
don't.
think you're stealthy.
You think you're stealthy.
Okay,
I'm not.
I'll give you that one. I do art for the Lawful Stupid podcast, and they're the only ones I do it for so far.
In that world, if you asked him and offered him euros,
Pounds.
I think money is fine.
pounds,
I don't think you have to narrow it
British
down.
pound sterling.
Yes. Yeah.
British pound sterling. If you offered him a handful of British pound sterling, which I assume are just silver coins, then he'll probably do art for you. It's very
Best
good.
place to find me is their Discord, if you want to drop by.
That's true. In fact, that's the only place to find him. Not Instagram, not
You
Twitter.
can't find me in
So
real
you just-
life. You can't find me at my
go-
house. You can't find me.
Yeah, you can't find
I'm
him.
visible
No.
all the time.
His family has to join the Discord. And we go, is Velrun here? He hasn't been home to visit his mom in forever.
Velrun has been assimilated.
It's just because I'm not that active on Instagram or Twitter anymore.
Then you see Shane has booted Velrun's mom from the channel. I got you, buddy.
The save from the
overdue.
birthday forgetting.
if you were active on Twitter, you could tweet about the show using the hashtag the stupid cast or hashtag stupid cast.
Stupid
Hashtag
cast.
stupid cast. And if you
Let me just cut to the cutting floor of Lawful Stupid. Hey guys, I'm really trying to like push Stupid Cast. If we could all just like use that together. And he pulls out the.
if you use the hashtag stupidcast, I will sing your name or Twitter handle into a song live on the show, and I'm gonna go. You guys talk about whatever you want to. I'm gonna check if anybody's used it. There's some people who've been using it like, oh, it's finally gone. I'm so glad I'm rid of this stupid cast. My arm is itchy. I'm like, damn it.
Oh no.
What's the name?
Yep. Like, gosh, some dude sang about me on the podcast. Hey, if you don't have enough dice, you should go to criticaldice.com and get on their Infinite Dice Bag subscription situation, because it is real good. That endless bag of dice is what you need. It's like $9 or something like that. And if you throw Lawful Stupid, all caps, one word, then you're gonna get a free set on us. It's real good. I mean, on us. Like, we partner.
One of us will be there, and the dice will be on us. We'll show up.
Well, listen, Devin's gonna come out and wear a fanny pack and pull them out and hand them to you personally. It's gonna be great.
Actually,
you're just gonna hear a lot of.
Go rugby now. So I'm gonna wear that fanny pack to.
They're just gonna be
draw
covered in baby powder.
As of today, June the 17th. No one's used hashtag stupidcast in reference to our podcast yet, so you can be the first, and I'll sing your name on the podcast.
That's not true. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I know that we do, but we're trying to get the movement going. No one that's not me or doing.
Or me.
That's true.
Do I count?
I don't know.
Did you do Stupid Cast?
I have a Twitter. I haven't tweeted on it in like 8 months.
So no, you don't count when you get
but
there.
I'll tell you what. I love him even though sometimes he's a pain. He's my best friend. His name is Dwayne.
Turk, that's Devin. Solo best friend. Not one of my best friends.
If you want to be my best friend, go tweet.
If you want to be my best friend, you gotta tweet.
You gotta tweet to this.
You have no idea how tempted I am just to tweet now, just see if you're actually gonna do it.
Do it now.
I'm live.
Do it now. Do it live.
Stupid cast, is it?
No, you
Stupid
hashtag stupid.
Should we do LS cast? I mean, that's pretty unique.
No, I like stupid cast. Nobody's actually
It's
used
too
that
late.
since like 2018.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I checked before.
Yeah, that means said.
And tweeted.
1 second.
Just confirming.
I'm not gonna take word for cheat. No, nothing on the Twitter sphere.
Hey, let me tell you though, on the
Maybe
real though,
European Twitter looks different. Oh,
my office smells real good. It smells like a library. It's delicious.
Like a scriptorium of libraries?
Yeah, it's real good. Cantrip Candles, man. If you haven't upped your D&D game, you should. Go to cantripcandles.com? Question mark?
Right.
I don't know. I got a bookmarked.
CantripCandles.com. Use the coupon code Lawful Stupid for 10% off your order.
They're really nice.
May
Though.
apply.
They're really nice. So I light it every time I have D&D, which is like 3 times a week
good.
now.
This is the sweetest tweet I'll ever see. Thank you, Von Bartlesby.
That is impressive.
Give you a promise.
Beautiful
That's
name.
actually
Singing.
kind of
4 out of 10.
well played.
Thank you.
So, alright, cool. That's where we're going to end this episode. Velrun, hey man, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Most importantly, thanks for supporting the show.
Yeah, we could not do it without viewers like you.
Also, low-key applying pressure for more art. Low-key.
It's the lowest of keys.
Just the lowest of keys and
Just like an app.
realizations. Just like if you don't provide that art, like you'll notice our lack of support.
Gosh.
Saying low-key pressure. It's like going to your mom's house, right? It's like going to your mom's house.
I mean,
Oh, you don't visit. I'm getting older, and you never visit. You don't talk.
it applies to cast
telling me
members
die?
too.
Just the look of
I don't know what he
panic.
means.
What?
I was talking about Devin.
I'll get on it. I'm sorry.
I got things I'm working on.
I don't.
I'm waiting.
But yeah, I'll make you guys some more stuff.
We did it.
Too kind.
Success.
You're a gentleman and a scholar. Boys,
Yes.
We love
And-
you. Bye.
And Star. Bye.
And Star, I tried. Bye.
Bye.
Crew.